everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Tiffy and we're going to continue our 12 days of GIFTMAS. Today I'm going to show you guys how we created this super adorable balloon keychain. Technically it could work as a keychain or you can just clip it onto your purse, and you don't have to create a balloon, you can create any object you want. It's really easy to do and I think it is just so adorable. So let's go ahead and get started. So what you're gonna need for this project is some glitter fabric. I'm using red glitter fabric. You're also gonna need stiffy, which is fabric stiffener, and a paintbrush. You're also gonna need black ribbon. Make sure that it's very sturdy. We actually ended up cutting ours in half and just sewing it in half, so you can get one that's actually thinner than this. And if you wanna turn this into a keychain, you're going to need a swivel hook. You're also going to need glitter, Mod Podge, and a thread and needle. So the first thing I've done is I've just went ahead and drew out my balloon and I made a little template for it. This is the size that it's going to be. I'll put a template up on the TiffyQuake website for you guys to print out if you want it exactly how mine is. And next what we're going to do is grab our red fabric and fold this in half. I'm going to go ahead and place the balloon template right on top of it and draw on my fabric. Make sure if you're drawing on it, you're not drawing on the side that is going to be shown. So now what I'm doing is I am going to go ahead and cut the fabric to size. I went ahead and pinned down the fabric since there's two of them. I want it to be exactly the same, so I didn't want it to move at all. So you can do this option if you like. Once you have your balloons cut out, go ahead and grab your fabric stiffener, and I am just putting this on a pellet paper, which is pretty much wax paper, because it's going to seep through and get wet. So we want to make sure that the fabric gets completely wet. The directions say to soak it, but I just decided to paint it on, and I went ahead and flipped it on both sides and painted it on. Then I set this outside to dry. So now that the fabric stiffener has hardened, I realized that it dulled down the glitter on my glitter fabric. So I want this to be super sparkly, and I decided to grab some Mod Podge and paint this all over the whole balloon. Make sure to paint on a thin layer. You don't want it to be too thick or else it'll take forever to dry. So once you have a thin, even coat of Mod Podge over your fabric, just grab your red glitter and we're just gonna sprinkle the red glitter evenly throughout the whole piece of balloon. It's better to have more glitter than too less because we're gonna actually use our fingers to spread this out evenly across the whole piece of fabric. And make sure to lift up the piece of fabric and kind of pat it in the air so it drops any excess glitter. So do this for both pieces of balloon fabric. Since it is gonna hang, you want it to look nice and glittery on both sides. So now that that's drying, I went ahead and cut out another balloon template. This one I am going to cut out the white portion of the balloon. I'm using an X-Acto knife for this. And just go ahead and roughly cut out where the little shine for your balloon is gonna be. And you should have something that looks like this. Now that your Mod Podge is dry, you're gonna place this template over your red balloon and you're gonna reapply the Mod Podge. The first time I did this, I applied too thick of a coat and it didn't come out as clean. So you want it to be a very thin, even coat. Try not to get the Mod Podge underneath the template. And once you have the Mod Podge on, you're gonna sprinkle on silver glitter. And this is going to act as the little balloon shine. So one side of mine actually ended up turning out better than the other side. You can see the clean lines on the right versus the one on the left. So while your Mod Podge is drying, you're going to grab your black ribbon and we're gonna attach this to the swivel hook. So all that I've done here is I went ahead and burnt the edges so that the ribbon doesn't unravel. And then we're gonna flip this over, insert it into the swivel hook, flip it over, and I've just used some black thread and just did a simple stitch to keep it nice and snug. So now grab both pieces of your balloon and you're going to have one upside down, place the black ribbon inside, and then you're gonna place the other half of the balloon right on top. So for this step, you can glue it if you like, but I thought it would be really cute to actually show black stitches all around. So this is really up to you how you want it to look, but I just went ahead and made sure to stitch in the actual piece of ribbon since this is where it's going to hang. So I did a couple stitches through that and I'm just stitching the balloon all the way around so that it could have a really cute handmade feel to the whole project. So once you've attached the two pieces of the balloon together with the ribbon inside, you are done. This turned out super duper cute. It will shed some glitter, but I would recommend just putting it onto your purse because I think it is so adorable. I did realize after that the balloon hangs upside down, so it doesn't really look like a balloon. So I would suggest doing something that looks good when it's hanging. I hope this inspires you guys for some creative gifts to give this holiday season. Be sure to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and if you do create this project, hashtag your project with the hashtag CreateCQ because I love to see everything you guys do, and stay tuned for the next video of GIFTMAS.